Hey beauties, it's me. Good morning. It is Sunday. I don't know if you'll see this today or not, and if you hear the shower, I'm sorry. Look, we already know it's a shit show around here. Anyways, we're gonna go out to lunch, so I'm gonna do a full-on little beat with you guys. And I might have to be slightly rushed. I do apologize, but I'm gonna be here long enough that, you know, you might get some entertainment value out of it. Anyways, thank you for being here. Happy Sunday, or happy whatever day or night you're watching this. I always go in with my Tower 28 spray. This is probably my third or fourth, and it's already down to here, so we'll be repurchasing again. And it is great for my rosacea, and it's cooling, it's refreshing, it feels great. I love it. And then, as you can see, I got this in my icon box, I think, or something like that. One of my subscription boxes, but it's the Medicate Crystal Retinol 3. I've been using the heck out of this, and I'm loving it. I also feel like because of the yellowness of this, that it kind of semi-color corrects-ish, if you will. And you're supposed to use this at nighttime, but I'm using it today as kind of like a pre-moisturizer type of thing. So I put that on, let that kind of do its thing. I'm going to go in today with the Nomad Air little travel palette. We're going out to lunch. I don't want to do anything, you know, out there. And then I might go in with this beautiful kind of like berry purpley shade from Makeup Geek. I haven't used it yet, and I kind of want to, just to add a little something, something extra. Next up, I'm going to go into my Kinship Bright Wave, excuse me, brightening eye cream. I also have gone through multiples of these and have multiples of these. This also has a yellowness to it, which can help with obviously darkness and sallowness. So I really like this as well. And I will typically either go in with this, or I'm also trying to finish up my Dr. Brandt eye cream that they had sent me. But I always like to do some form of targeted treatment around my eyes because they are so heavily hooded. And we got wrinkles and, you know, we got all the things, y'all. All the things. Hopefully my light and stuff's okay. And if you see that big pile of shit back there, that is all my for sale stuff / donate stuff. Then I like to go in with some form of hand cream or lotion. My favorite is the Pistache, and then I love the Kopari. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called. And I just emptied one, and I'm about to open up my big tub. Kopari body butter, and it's got like shea butter or something in it. But I also like to go in with a lotion. And then typically I go with my drops, but I should have done that first before I put lotion on my hands, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. Anyways, I hope you guys are well. If you do celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Let me put some stuff away. And do you have plans for the upcoming holidays? Do you celebrate? Do you celebrate Christmas? What do you have planned? Do you have family coming in? I like to know. Y'all know I'm nosy as hell. Next up, I'm going to go with the Tasha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. I've really also been liking this, and I like this way better than the other silk canvas. That one I did not like. I did not like the texture or the consistency of it or anything like that. I didn't like how it felt on my skin. And this I like a lot better. But Caleb has been here on the day that you're seeing this. Today's the 26th, I believe. Sunday after Thanksgiving. He came in the 22nd, and he's leaving tomorrow. It makes me so sad. But my brother is actually coming in, and he'll be here tomorrow. So they'll be here together for a few hours, and then Caleb will leave, and then my brother will be here, and then he'll be here for a week. So super excited about that. And then for holiday, typically it's just like us. I have not even decorated yet, y'all, which is not like me. I am normally very much, let me decorate as quickly as humanly possible. Let me, you know, be ready and all these things. But yeah, this time around I have not done that. I've just been super tired. I'm mixing the Smashbox Halo All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer with the Fenty Stick. I'm basically taking this stick to give myself a little extra coverage on, like, you know, my little more red spots, if you will. Not a whole lot, and that's basically the only place that I put it at. And then I'll go in with this shade Light Neutral. The Fenty's in shade 7. And I'll put this right here, a dot here, and a dot here. And it just looks magical together, in my opinion. It looks really, really good. But I have not decorated or done anything yet, which is definitely not like me. And I mean, as you guys know, obviously, if you've seen, you know, the last members video, but you guys know I've kind of had a little bit of a mindset of, you know, let me just kind of slow down, let me kind of reevaluate things, and kind of see what happens. And because of, you know, my mental shit and stuff like that and being in a lot of pain, that's kind of where that stems from. And all that to say that because I've been a little bit more kind of mentally off my game, so to speak, and in a lot more pain on a lot more consecutive days, that's why I have not decorated my house yet. But I'm actually hoping to do that today. If not, then maybe tomorrow my brother comes in, if he's not super tired, which he probably will be. Then maybe Caleb, and I can decorate the tree and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just weird. It's weird for me because normally that's like, as soon as I feel like it's Christmas season, I tend to decorate. But then the flip side of that also is, you know, other than when Caleb comes in town, you know, obviously it's just Brett and I. So, you know, it's not like I have little kids or, you know, a ton of family coming in and stuff like that. It's basically just Brett and I. So I guess, you know, for me, I wasn't in such a hurry to decorate. Are you an early decorator? Do you like to wait? I'd like to know. Y'all know I'm nosy as hell. So you can see how pretty this looks. Still very soft, but, you know, you can still see my skin and stuff peeking through. But it's enough coverage to take down some of the redness. Anyways, so yeah, I've had a wonderful time with my son. I'm gonna go in with the Moira blush in My Darling. If you know, you know. I've been using the heck out of this. I love it. It's so incredibly beautiful, and I probably used way damn too much. But I love this. It's so pretty. But we've been having a great time. We're gonna go today and go do some lunch and stuff like that. Maybe go see what kind of little shopping sales are out there, and then we are going to go to the range. That is something that we really, really love to do, you know, as a family. Brett and I together. Brett, you know, likes to go by himself. Him and his friends like to go. But for us, it's quite therapeutic, almost, you know, the way that it is for me when I come in here and do my makeup. And if this does get seen, and it doesn't just get seen by 3 channel members, and it goes public, then just know that this is part of my mental healing, basically. And I think moving forward, I really want to start just doing this, and the feedback from my, you know, my members has been fantastic about that. Literally just sitting here and bullshitting. So I think what I want to start doing is maybe like get a topic for, you know, upcoming videos, and, you know, maybe everybody wants to talk about food, TV, shows, what, you know, whatever the case may be. And we just sit and we just bullshit and we have a good time together. That's something that's really, really important to me when I watch other content, is the, you know, personalization, feeling like I can relate to somebody. And I don't like this notion of like kind of feeling a little bit more robotic. That's not me. And, you know, I definitely try to hopefully educate people in some manner, some capacity at least. But I feel like sometimes I either just try to rush through things because I don't want to be super long-winded, and, you know, I want to obviously grab people's attention because, you know, our attention spans are lesser now because of short-form content, and there's nothing wrong with that, but, you know, it's about finding balance. And I think for me, I'm at the place now where I just want to sit here and, you know, come in my safe space, provide a safe space for you guys to come, and I want to literally just sit here and feel like I'm talking to my best friends all the time, as opposed to saying, oh, this is this, and this is this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing this. You know, you can very clearly see what I'm using, and then, you know, if it is a, you know, public video or whatever the case may be, I tend to put all of the products that I've used in my description box. So, you know, I don't feel like, unless it's a new release or I'm doing like a first impressions type thing, then I feel like the formality is not needed. Basically is what all that boils down to. I also tried to be very cautious during the actual filming process because, excuse me, I'm not editing that out either. Because of the way my mind works and ADHD and OCD and things like that, you know, my mind doesn't work the same as other people. And I used to try to reel myself in as much as I possibly could and, you know, not mess up and not say certain things and not let myself have, you know, dead space, so to speak, while filming. And, you know, I'm trying to be perfect with everything. And then that makes for absolute hell when you're editing. Because if I edit every single, you know, blooper, you know, misspoken word, whatever the case may be, you know, I froze for 5 seconds because my brain couldn't catch up to my mouth. You know, I've always tried my best to, like, edit all that stuff out. And I don't want to do that anymore. I just don't want to do it anymore. You know, I feel like, here's the thing, I may lose subscribers in, you know, kind of doing my upcoming changes and stuff like that, but that's fine with me. I want quality, not quantity. And obviously in regard to, you know, brands looking at you and things like that, and of course, you know, it's nice to have a larger, you know, subscriber count and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, that's what brands are going to be looking for. You know, who can bring us what we're looking for, who can bring in, you know, the views and or the sales and stuff like that. So I mean, you know, I get that, but I want to be able to just sit in here and do what I love and do what makes me feel like the best version of myself. And I also don't want my life to ever be reflected as or perceived as anything other than imperfect. I never want the perception to be, oh my gosh, this person has it all together and they this and they that. And, you know, yes, I have a beautiful life. I have a fantastic life and I'm very, very blessed. You know, I have a great small circle of, you know, friends and family that I love and adore. You know, I have my husband and my son and my sweet little fur baby. I have you guys. I get to sit in here and do what I love every single day. But, excuse me, but I want to come in here and show, like, you know, it's okay to be awkward and it's okay to be weird. It's okay to move to the beat of your, you know, of a different drum and stuff like that. And there's nothing in the world wrong with that at all. And I want people to come to my channel and maybe hopefully still learn. Like, that was the premise in me starting my channel, was to showcase, like, you could be any age, any skill level, and I want you to be able to come here and say, damn, like, everything I do is very beginner friendly, and I'm hell-bent on making sure that that stays, you know, obviously a part of my channel. But, you know, I originally started that notion of, hey, I want to, you know, be able to educate people. But here's the thing. You guys can literally go to millions and millions and millions and millions of, you know, content. And you can generally get an idea, you know, if you're trying to learn X, Y, or Z, you can learn that. I want people to come here who maybe don't feel like they fit the mold, so to speak, that maybe you do move to the beat of it, you know, a different drum. Maybe, you know, you are somebody like myself that you do have, you know, maybe mental issues, maybe chronic pain, and you need an outlet that's not just somebody trying to sell you something, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if that's all you're doing, then I don't like that. But, you know, I don't want you to come and just solely feel like, oh, somebody's trying to sell me something, or, you know, whatever the case may be. I want you to come here, and I want you to, you know, whether or not you're cooking or you're cleaning or you're taking care of the babies or you're, you know, whatever the case may be, I want you to come here, and for this little bit of time that you and I get to spend together, I want you to feel good. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel like life is okay in that little bit of time, you know what I mean? And I want you to feel safe in your own skin. I want you to say, like, hey, I'm okay, you know, being a little bit weird. I'm okay that I stay home, you know, most of the time. You know, I have gearing on agoraphobia, but, you know, that's okay. And I'm okay, and it's okay to, you know, not be perfect, and it's okay if I fumble my words, and that, you know, if I act awkward and stuff like that, you know, if I am awkward. Because chances are somebody else that's watching is also dealing with these types of things. You know, being a parent, or, you know, being like myself, a new empty nester. Let me stop talking for a second so I can do this. Also, I'm not wearing a tank top. I wear the tank tops underneath my clothing. Just FYI, which I don't know how cold or how warm it is here today. I'm in North Carolina, if anybody is curious. I'm pretty sure some of you already have extremely cold weather. I want to just be myself and have you come in here and feel like it's a safe space where you can also be yourself. You know, I don't want to ever put across that you have to be a certain, you know, thing, person, shape, size, color, gender, age, etc. You know, we are all beautiful, incredible, amazing people, and we hold value, no matter who you are. And that's kind of more where I want my channel to go, you know, and whether or not that is received well or not, I'm honestly okay with that. Because I've found myself kind of getting in this rut of, you know, feeling like, well, damn, I definitely can't keep up because, you know, I mean, I pay for everything myself, aside from the very few PR packages that I receive. And, you know, I've said this a million times, and people get upset at me saying it, but it's the damn truth. You know, in the beauty space, honey, if you ain't first, you're last. If you're not the first few videos that pop up on someone's feed about X palette or X whatever, then, you know, your shit's not going to get seen. And, you know, I've said this before, you know, multiple times, public videos and members only videos, that, you know, I've gotten myself into an incredible amount of debt for my channel, you know, and to try to keep up with trends and with the latest and greatest. And it's just stupid. Unless you're getting, you know, a substantial amount of PR and or you are rich and you have a ton of money lying around where you can go buy everything, then it's just not sustainable. It's not sustainable for a small channel like myself. You know, and I, you know, have my for sale group and stuff like that. So I make money, but I would like to be better about using that money to pay off current debt, as opposed to getting myself further in debt. Like right now, you know, when I get my paychecks and stuff like that, I'm automatically paying credit cards and stuff with it. So, you know, I don't want to do that. I want it to be literally me sitting here and talking shit. Let's pick something to talk about and have that conversation. And, you know, the engagement part of social media is the important part to me. I love it. I mean, if you have noticed, I try to heart every single comment. I try my best to reply to every single comment. That is incredibly important to me. And I know that, you know, if and when perhaps I were to become a larger channel, I know maybe I can't spend as much time doing that. You know, it's a little different replying to 50 comments versus, you know, 50,000. But, you know, that's important to me, for you to know, like, hey, she sees me. Like, hey, Y'all, I'm running out of battery. This really sucks. Anyways, if you're a member, you're still here, I'm so very sorry. Hopefully you enjoyed my 5 seconds of rambling and stuff like that, but I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have 21 seconds left. Okay, I love you, beauties. Thank you so much for being members. I love you so much. Comment down below your thoughts. What'd you do for Thanksgiving? How was Thanksgiving? What are you doing for Christmas? I'm so effing sorry. I love y'all. Bye.